All right. Call to order. Unfortunately, I'm sure
Your camera, your,
sorry.
the camera is coming from your laptop.
Right, but it should be coming from that because it's hooked in. No, this is a regular laptop for this. So it should be working. View, multi-speaker, let's try that. View gallery. Val, there you are. Oh, no, that's not Val. How are you? You can hear me too? All right, so we're just trying to work out here the sound.
I can hear you.
So if you have participants, take her off mute. Let me know if you have something you want to say under piece of persons to be heard. I don't want to hold us up too much longer here. So on our agenda tonight, we have call to order. I think it's 7:08, 7:09. Members present, all selectmen are present. Hear from public. Is there anyone who would like to speak from the public? Okay, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to come up here and sit right here and speak. That way no one can, everyone can hear you. So this is Janet Bellamy, take my seat. That's,
Hi, Jay. Talk.
yeah, I'm just getting off this. There you go.
Okay. Hi, Janet Bellamy, Sunset Drive in Ashford. I have a request. Yesterday I was at the transfer station and I went to get some of the dirt, the road dirt stuff. And it was hard as cement. It was really hard to shovel. So I was wondering if it would be a good idea to put some kind of a roof over the container.
Very good. We will, I'll let Casey know.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You know, you can always call the office to just let us know too.
Thank you.
All right. Would anyone else like to speak here, speak under here from public? Anybody out here? Okay, then we'll move along. Okay, first selectmen's briefing, there really hasn't been too much that's happened over the last 2.5 weeks with the holidays and everything. So I don't really have a selectmen's update for tonight. There's nothing of any note that's happened. Other than we did get an FOI request from the general contractor for the school roof, who has asked for quite a bit of documentation from the project, and that is not because of anything we did. It's because I believe there's some kind of action or interaction going on between the contractor and the architect and the owner's rep and the Garland company. Okay, and I think I've mentioned before that that's an adversarial relationship, unfortunately. But so quite a bit of our time is being taken up going through all of the emails, all of the other documentation, everything. They have requested everything for the project. So, and that even includes the invoices, anything else. They've even asked about phone conversations. So, and that's because of what they're planning to do apparently with the other company. Imperial Company, the Imperial Company.
And can I ask questions or are you?
No, this is just the update. I don't want to go too far into it because that's a litigation that they're doing. So it's not us, but I just don't want to get into too much detail here.
No.
Okay, and so, and as you know, we got the $200,000 grant for the planning work for the watershed. I'm sorry, yeah, watershed wagon shed Kettle Rock property. And kudos to Chris for all the work that she did on that. Also working with B&L to, it's a very complex grant to go after, much more complex than the other ones we've had in general. And it was very nice. The governor was very nice in his comments about the town of Wellington and the town of Ashford working together on this. And it also kind of pointed to the northeastern corner of the Connecticut, because in addition to our grant, there was a grant that was awarded. There were two actually to NECOG. One was for 50,000, I think, and another one was for 20,000. And the big grant that was really advertised was the one for West Hartford. Just so happened that that's a company. The company that is working with them is the same company we're working with. So that's pretty good. So anyway, kudos to Chris for all her work. And I think that's about it. So acceptance of the minutes of the regular meeting of November 17th, 2025. I spoke with town council about this, and town council made it very clear that it is appropriate for someone who has been, for example, Tess, you were at that meeting, and there is a recording of the meeting, and that either one of you or both of you could look at that recording, or in your case, because you were already there, and approve minutes for the meeting. So I verified that with town council. And that was Dudley Forsyth. Okay.
Yeah, I did speak with Sherry. I don't know if you remember. Yeah. No,
Sorry.
no what? Oh, I'm mistaken?
Yeah, you didn't speak with her.
No, I did speak with you. Do you not remember that I spoke with you?
Not about that.
And I had no idea what she was talking about.
No, we did have this conversation. You're saying you don't remember you and I having a conversation. Karen was there about the recording of the minutes and how you.
That's you. If I understand.
Correct.
About
Approval.
end of the year with one divorce,
Right, yes,
another one coming in.
right.
I've never had a conversation with anybody because when I was approached and asked about it recently, I said, I have no idea. I've never even considered it.
Wow, okay, interesting.
Okay, bottom line.
Yeah.
Already got that. So I don't know if you feel comfortable moving forward with making a motion to approve these. It does, if you wish, both of you or one of you can look at the recording or whatever. And if you're more comfortable doing it in our next meeting, I would appreciate it. I just want to make sure we can get the minutes approved. Okay, so what's your druthers? Would you like to pursue it tonight? That would only be you, because I don't think you've seen the recording of that meeting. Or we can wait and you can look at the recording, either one of you or whatever.
Oh, wait.
You'll wait? Okay, so I would appreciate it if both of you would look at that recording. Thank you, and look at the minutes, and then be able to come back during our next meeting to approve them, or alter them if needed. Thank you. Okay, the December 1st minutes as corrected. We have a correction to them. I thought we already gave you guys copies of those.
Do you have extra copies there?
No.
No?
And the correction, if you could refresh my memory, Chris. It had to do with a motion. There was no second on a motion.
The correction was to the
It wasn't documented.
December 15th.
Oh, December 15th. Okay. Okay, so the 12-1 minutes need to be approved. Do we have a motion to approve those? From either of you? Okay, we'll note that nobody made a motion to approve them. Minutes of the regular meeting of December 15th as corrected, and the correction would be, Chris, if you could elaborate.
The correction was to the alternate vacancy on the Planning and Zoning Commission. Al made the motion to appoint, and I missed the second in the minutes.
But we had, Tess had approved the. Okay, so that was just omitted from the minutes, so we want to make sure we make that correction. Is there a motion to approve those minutes with that correction? Is there some reason that no one is making a motion?
I think there's an opportunity for both of us. So.
I think one of you should take it right now. I don't care which one, but we have to get on with our business.
Oh, we can table it.
So what we'll have are 3 sets of minutes that have not been approved. Okay, that is the decision of the 2 other members of the board. Okay, moving on here from boards, commission, committees. Do we have anybody who has anything to update? Nope. Although I will say there's a transportation committee meeting next Wednesday. Is that correct? 14th, I think it is. Old business. We don't have any old business tonight. New business. We have we need to add an item to the agenda, which is add reappointment. I'm sorry. We have, do we have anybody for any of these boards?
Yeah.
Okay. Has anybody heard of anybody who might want to serve on these boards? Okay. We need to add something to the agenda, which is to add the reappointment of the town clerk, Sherry Much, for a 4-year term from January 1st, 2026 to January 1st, 2030. Can I have a motion to that effect? Thank you, Al. Okay, a second? Okay, all in favor? Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous, thank you. Tax refunds. Okay, want to elaborate?
Did you vote?
Yes.
First tax refund is to CoreLogic centralized refunds, citing Connecticut General Statute 12-129 in the amount of $2,962.73.
Good. And we have a second one.
The second is to CoreLogic centralized refunds, again citing Connecticut General Statutes 12-129, in the amount of $5,485.11. So those are both the overpayments.
Very good. Do we have a motion to approve those tax refunds? Thank you, Al. Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion approved unanimously. We don't need our executive session tonight. Agenda items for an upcoming Board of Selectmen meetings. Oh, wait. We need to, again, add the reappointment of Town Clerk Sherry Much for a 4-year term from January 1st, 2026 to January 1st, 2030. That item needs to be added to the agenda. Do we have a motion to add that item to the agenda?
Did we?
You added it. Yeah, you have to make a motion.
Did we? I wasn't sure if we voted, but okay. Okay, so this is to make the motion to reappoint her.
Didn't we already vote?
We voted to add it to the agenda. All right, so do we have a motion to appoint her to that position for 4 years? This is Sherry Much, our current town clerk. Tess, are you expecting Al to make all the motions?
No, I don't want to make one of them now.
He's already made
One?
3. So,
You told me that in the last meeting, it's okay, either one of us can make the motion.
that's not the point. The point is to move on here. Al, I guess I'm going to have to ask you to make the motion.
I make a motion.
You're both supposed to be participating. So, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'll say.
Motion passes. Sherry, I'd like to thank you for all the excellent work that you do as our town clerk. I know I can count on you. If I have a question, you get me the answer within a couple of minutes. Literally, you're very responsive. You handle our public very well, and I appreciate you in this role. Yep. Okay, agenda items for upcoming Board of Selectmen meetings. Do we have anything? I will tell you that we're going to be having a special meeting on Friday, the 16th. It'll be a daytime meeting starting at 9 o'clock in the morning. It will probably run for 2.5 hours. It is a work meeting. It is to go through every line item in the budget to look at what the departments have submitted for their budgets. Okay, look at it in comparison to what we've had, for their previous budgets. And go through that, make sure that we understand what everything is. And just go make sure we get through all of that. So because I know both of you are new to this board and new to those items. So, and then we will have subsequent meetings on Fridays to actually go and make adjustments where we think adjustments are appropriate. And if we need to have a department come in and explain their request, we will do that as well. What I did do was I did ask them to be clear about every change to a line item. They didn't all follow those directions. I'm doing a follow-up to make sure that they provide that input. But they did go through the exercise of putting their budgets together. In general, they did a very good job.
So when did you see that?
You'll be seeing that towards the end of next week. What we'll do is we'll review it on Friday. Okay. And what it'll be is it'll be an Excel spreadsheet, because what Sherry and I are going to do is we're going to get everything into the system and then drop it into Excel. And I will be managing that spreadsheet as we change things, just as has been done before. Okay, so that one's going to be on January 16th. And the likelihood is the next meeting is going to be on the following Friday. And that's for your convenience. Yes, I know you're don't work on Fridays. Okay. Can I have a motion to adjourn? Which thing?
There,
8?
yep, and at the bottom, is our town a future board committee, is that full? Or do you need people for that?
Oh my God, yes, we need people.
And I'm just curious, could you explain what that is, and also the Clean Energy Task Force?
All right, so I'm going to explain what our town, our future is. I'm a little surprised you don't know. They've been around here for a long time and they've had a number of meetings. And they've had big meetings, like with 40 people from the town. So our town, our future is looking at what are the things that the people of our town want? And, basically that's what they're looking at for the most part. So the clean, yes, Jeff? Yes. Right.
Potential vendors or other groups that might help us in developing town planning and what people, the citizens want.
And what do they mean? I'm sorry, I'm just starting to get into this, but. Listen,
Okay. So anyway, the people who, I think Mike Gantic is still heading that group. Our Town, Our Future. I can get you information on the group if you'd like to participate because it'd be
The subset, the Economic Development Commission.
yeah, I think of the two together. Okay, and we also need people on the Economic Development Commission. So, yeah. And Our Town, Our Future, there's no required number of people where you see it for the other positions, which are elected positions for the most part. The Clean Energy Task Force. Janet, would you mind taking a moment on that one?
Susan suggests someone, and we're waiting for a letter of interest from him.
Right. Okay.
I'm having the meeting, so. The Clean Energy Task Force was established, I think it's 2008. And, our goal is to, utilize energy. So we've done things like, when, as the light bulbs were changing, we've got money. We've got money to help with solar, did the solar ice and just the team that homeowners to get solar sensibly. We did light bulb exchanges when it was expensive. We put in the green tips in citizen every month, and try to educate people on energy savings.
And I think, did you also work with the school? They had a program at the school where they were doing this kind of thing.
We did, last year, we did an energy program, and we bought, we used our money and bought solar flowers and kits. And kids put them together, a little solar panel with some.
Yeah.
And then they had, Energized Connecticut sent their big bus that was full of, hands-on activities that showed, energy things. And we got a bunch of people with electric cars to show the kids. And we have these little cars with a solar panel and put them in the sun. So we participated with the school in that. And we participated in the past on getting them little kits for different projects.
Not only that, I believe you've also received some awards. In clean energy work. In your permutations. Okay.
We were with sustainable Connecticut awards.
Okay, thank you. Okay, can I have a motion to adjourn? Al?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor of adjournment at whatever the time it is? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion approved unanimously.
7:32.
7:32, thank you. Good night, Felix. Good night, Val.
Good night.
Yeah.